Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers podcast, episode 106. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. Uh, the entirety of the Alex household has disappeared, besides himself. That includes Cooper, so he's not here. I think he might be in the back rooms, but I don't really know.
Yeah, there's no confirmation.
Yeah. It seems like Alex doesn't even want to acknowledge that idea.
Yeah, sorry, I was checking something.
Anyway, how you boys doing this week?
Okay.
Tired.
I passed
Very
the
tired.
Disney interview thing.
You interviewed with Disney?
For the college program.
No, the college program
Oh,
sends you a
okay.
web-based interview. And I got, you're a strong applicant, which means you passed.
Sick. So just like a test?
It's like a really long
personality
question.
quiz.
Yeah, it's like about an hour, and they overwhelm you with so many questions to try to see if you'll slip up.
Yeah.
But if you're just honest, it doesn't matter.
What would you do in this situation? Yes. Next question.
Yes.
All right. Well, we got kind of a slower week this week, but it's okay. We'll make it there. It'll be fun soon. Splatoon 3 launches this Friday. It also already leaked. So be careful what you look at on the internet if you don't want to see the story mode.
Speaking of leaks for Splatoon, one of the leakers had the video copyrighted. Like,
Good.
you got a copyright strike for it.
Cameron, I'm sending you this that I just found while I was checking something.
What is this? What? What?
I'll send it to Grant. I'll put it in the.
I am StormwindGames.
Oh, is there a...
Hello?
Is this fake Stormwind Games?
I don't know. Let's see. About. Is a developer for mobile app games.
Bro, you should sue them. Do you
Sue
have
them on
Stormwind?
My name.
Do you have?
On what social media though? I have all the Stormwind games. I have it on Twitter, on Instagram. Like, what?
Man,
What
your
do you
name is
mean?
just like bisecting all the names. There's this. There's
Stormwind Games, the one
Yeah.
that did the.
I searched Stormwind Games and the fake one came up first. I still have yet to see Cameron's even show up on my
What?
search.
On the Google search, close the.
No, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube, you've got to remove the space, and you'll get Cameron's as the first result.
Oh.
But theirs is
Well,
also.
they've got 14 subscribers and you've got 6.63 thousand. So. Bro,
You're
sue them.
probably
Do
okay.
it. Copyright it. Do it.
This is my name. I've had it for 4 years. He can't just come in and be like, "This is us."
Change your name.
Didn't that conversation start with speaking of the Splatoon 3 leak?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
I was like, how did we? I was trying to remember the original
Alex sent it to me. Alex, how did you find this?
Huh? I literally typed in Stormwind Games like Grant did because I was making sure we were on the right episode.
I see. Okay.
Oops.
No, it's one word.
It's one word. The
one
Ohio
word.
State University.
So yeah, the one of the channels that did the leaking has already been copyright striked by Nintendo for, releasing content early.
Yeah, leaking the game. No, duh. I'm trying to find
And then they're gonna get mad because they got copy strike. Because they all get mad, and it's like
this is so like I was reading about it and like they're talking about how it's like pretty common, and I've been thinking about it. Like it has been pretty common for Nintendo first party games to leak.
It's not just Nintendo though. It's just when Nintendo's leak, like PlayStation's also have leaked recently. That's how people were able to post all the Last of Us stuff, for example.
Oh yeah,
Like, uh, it's just because of the older Switches. If Nintendo's leaks anyway, then they pass it around to 50 other people.
yeah. This this article is from Kotaku, and they mention that Metroid Dread did it. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl did it. Xenoblade 3 did it, and there's
Mhm.
other games from farther back too. I
Look,
am good.
you know what you do with the like if you have the leaked game, you just post you like you render it all and you post it all like as soon as the game is officially out in Australia. Like it's not hard. That's what all the people that get the official review copies do.
True.
You just post it like the first day it's actually live.
Yeah. Well, I've already seen like a bunch of like blocked because this is sensitive content thing leaks. So I'm having to stave off the internet for a little bit. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so
Mm-hmm.
much fun. Also, my Calamari amiibo finally shipped from Amazon.
It's good.
Mine are supposed to get here tomorrow. We'll see. I hope so, because Amazon's apparently charging like double now.
Yeah,
So
I was curious if that was like just a mix up of like somebody
apparently
else selling on
Walmart's
there.
also doing that. So
Bro, the companies are scalping now.
the companies are scalping, dude.
We love it.
Not that they haven't been, because like
Yeah, just think of
the 3080s were going up significantly on Best Buy
Every
every time
car
they had
dealership
stock
in
of
the
them.
country.
also just think of how GameStop sells consoles. Oh, here you go. You can
There's
get
a
the
bundle.
console and a game and a controller and this
Some
random
headphones you
book,
don't want.
this lamp.
A backpack,
What else we got here? We
fingernail
have this.
clippers,
We have a scanner
scanner
that's been
gun,
disconnected from the
camp
old system
soap,
that we had.
roach bait.
Gamer fuel.
So instead of the console being 500, a
It's a
thousand. Here
thousand.
you go.
Uh, just check what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy it, throw in a pack of cigarettes, and all of a sudden I'm selling a PS5 for $2,000. That easy. Let's see. Nintendo also released a video that featured a conversation from Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War that has been patched to English, but it's not actual game footage. What
Yeah, it's
which
Mark.
game was that one on?
That was one
The
of the.
SNES, I believe.
It
Okay.
was a Japan exclusive one.
But like, it's in the right. Yeah, it's got the Super Famicom symbol. Okay. It's moving. Like they showed the two characters talking. The dialogue's moving at the speed it should. It's got the correct font, and it's like a long conversation too. Like
Okay.
it's weird if they're like, "Nah, this means nothing, guys. Don't worry about it. We just opened up the game, put an English script in it to work properly, and then played it, and then went not actual game."
We can talk more about this
Hey.
in the rumor section, but
Yeah.
with the direct coming up, maybe Fire Emblem on SNES Online, or maybe some other limited release like they did with Shadow Dragon.
True.
That would be cool.
Let's see. I don't remember what order. See, the first like bunch of Fire Emblem games, I don't know the order they released because I kind of don't care because they are out here. All right, let's see. Shadow Dragon. Okay, that's what I thought. Genealogy's the fourth game, and it's the second one. Yeah, the second one on the Super Famicom.
Okay. Hmm. Let me
Maybe we'll get it though. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would
Like
be
that's the biggest thing I want them to do with the online. It's like, oh, let's bring over the games that you didn't release then. Like,
Satellaview, please.
oh, that'd be
I want
cool.
Satellaview so bad.
Could you imagine if they pulled out some of those games? Like, those are some of the games. Like, yeah, there's versions you can kind of find people have pulled, but like most of them are missing.
Yeah.
Come on, just go crazy with the online. Make it more worthwhile for.
You.
That would be
I
amazing.
almost don't even want to argue for it because if they haven't done it by now.
I
But
don't
then
know.
again,
Maybe
Nintendo
the.
loves to do crap like this.
But yeah, but also they're kind of running low on games. But this would be a good way to
Scrunt.
revitalize the North America one
Snickle
by
snickle.
just finish translating them. And we know they're not averse to it. I mean, they kind of cheated, but Earthbound Beginnings did get its first release with that, and Star Fox 2
Yeah.
got its first release.
Well, Earthbound Beginnings was on Wii U.
Right, but
That's true.
same idea. It had never been released in North America.
True. Okay. So after that quick opening section, on to Collector's Corner. This is the weekly segment where we go around and talk about games we've been buying and playing and pretty much everything else under the sun anyway. So, Cameron, why don't you start us off?
Okay, so I've been playing uh, Animal Crossing, um, Switch Sports. What else have I played? Oh, that's it. um,
Whoops.
I I got Galactic Hero again on Buzz on
Stealing
Friday.
all those stickers
Yeah,
from
did you
those
get
poor
how many did you get
children.
this time? 12.
No, only one. I wanted to see how many rides I could hit before the Not So Scary people came in at 3:30.
I bet that
Most of them.
attendant was so relieved to see you walk away after only one.
I also again. Stop coming here. Yeah. Where? So I did. Chelsea and I rode on Toy Story Mania on Wednesday. What was the 31st? Yeah, Wednesday. And I got 213,800 because we got um the robot and the tank and I think those are and the meteorite.
Nice.
So all the bonuses.
Sick.
And I bought Amiibo. This should not come as a surprise. Uh,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bai.
the Bai, yeah. I have.
Do you already know what he spent?
They don't want to talk about
Yeah,
what I spent.
I do. I went and looked at the
They don't,
listing.
That's so smart. Cameron
they
won't
don't want
admit
to talk
it, so
about
I'll
how much
go
I
look
spent.
at.
I want to see how much. He can't bullshit me on this one.
Yeah. Grant, even with the shipping from Bai, because they got to get
It was
their
only
cut.
like $700. Pretty good deal, honestly.
It's not even close to 700. Um, I mean, like because it had the recolors in it, and those haven't been restocked in forever. It's not a bad deal. They didn't get restocked this time. I don't think they're getting restocks because they're so focused on
Right. So what
the
are you missing?
um. So I ordered uh Octoling Girl because I didn't have her after uh getting that set. So I'm now missing Callie and Mari because they haven't arrived yet, and Marina and Pearl because they haven't gone live yet. So I guess technically
I mean, if you're
everything that hasn't
counting it,
arrived
yeah,
yet.
like based on not arrived, then all of them.
Nothing. All of them. But yeah, if assuming Amazon actually delivers Marina and Pearl tomorrow, and I don't have to like wait for
You mean delivers calamari or
yeah, Calamari. Assuming they actually deliver Calamari and I don't have to wait for Friday, I should only be missing um, Marina and Pearl, and they're going to release Friday, most likely at GameStop, is my assumption, since the Purple Squid also hasn't shown, and GameStop's already said that they're getting Purple Squid. So I feel like it's a safe bet. So I guess on Friday I'm going to GameStop.
That's unfortunate.
This is a true gamer moment.
All right, Chels.
Pretty much Animal Crossing, and that's all I have time for. The confectionery has owned my soul. So
Nothing
You also
like
did Toy Story Mania.
I did Toy Story Mania, yeah. I suck at it.
she doesn't want to talk about it.
No, it's pretty bad. I'm pretty bad.
She's not bad. I just take all the points.
We don't talk about how much money Cameron spends. We don't talk about the thing Chelsea does with Cameron because she doesn't want to talk about it. Alex.
Games.
I played a bunch of Soul Hackers too, and obviously I have the Wii U battery things. I've been cleaning because they're coming in 2-3 weeks, something like that. I don't know. I feel like I did something else, but I don't remember. Obviously the Disney College Program thing, right?
Yeah.
But I already mentioned that. And I applied to a bunch of other jobs that are all just like ignore. Fun. Obviously, I should apply to GameStop, right, guys?
Do it.
Or,
No.
It's
Or
totally
what?
as fulfilling as we thought it was when we were 12.
I think that might be all. I don't know. My mind's blanking, which isn't great.
Fair enough. I also did a lot of cleaning this weekend because everything was a mess. I'm finally finishing my prints of the Spirit Island containers. I've put it off for like forever. I'm just tired of having them on my desk, so I'm finally finishing that. This is my fourth attempt to print them. They've been very
Oh, print.
bad. Yeah,
I
print.
heard prints, and I was trying to figure out what
No,
print.
like 3D print. I'm staring at it right now, and I hope it's not messing up. It's been really mean to me. I don't know why. But yeah, doing that. Played Paper Mario. Played.
Oh, which one? The original?
Yeah,
or-
the original.
You could ask Cooper for help.
I finally beat the Mario Kart courses on 200cc.
Good.
Played
I
some
haven't
more.
done that.
Played some more time trials. Why is Dolphin Shoals time trial?
I hate Dolphin Shoals
so
time trial.
Why is she so fast?
Yeah, right.
I've tried
It
every
doesn't make
combination.
sense.
I've raced as perfectly and as cleanly as I can. No slip ups, perfect
So-
drifts.
Dolphin Shoals is one of the ones you absolutely have to get 10 coins on the first lap.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to change your pathing
Well,
to aim for, like, still
See-
drift and stuff, but get beyond the drift line to get the coins.
dude, that's why I'm so annoyed that I lost the footage for all the time trials I did for um the second wave of DLC, because there's so many trials like that where it's like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, and I looked up other people's playthroughs of it. and I could not see. I was like, "Where's the? There's no strategy here. It's just racing, just like I've been racing. Why am I going so slow?"
Oh, do like a max speed like acceleration cart. Like if you put Baby Daisy on um
I've tried other combinations.
Bitty
I've tried
Buggy.
combinations of
Hold
the
on, hold
people
on.
that ran too.
But like the Baby Daisy on the Bitty Buggy with Ozzer wheels will give her max acceleration and max handling. So that might help.
I'll try it. It was so frustrating. I was cruising through those time trials until I got to that one.
Yeah, true. You can skip past that one and they'll all go back to be like, this is a good time for the most part. Like obviously some suck like Rainbow Road 8,
Is
but
that one really bad too?
that one is awful.
Great.
Especially on I think 200 they also use like the shortcut thing, like jump the
Oh man. There's no way I'm doing that.
yeah, no, I refused to do 200. I was like, I got the
Look,
150 ones and got the
look,
thing. We're
if
good.
someone had come out after all of 200cc was done, and they're like, "Yeah, look, you can get whatever platinum Mario." Yeah, no, I wouldn't have unlocked it.
Well, how would Platinum Mario look any different than Silver Mario? Shinier?
He would shinier. That's the thought process here is that he would be shinier.
Honestly, I thought 200cc was going to lock a bike, like a gold bike for a while.
It could have unlocked something, but I'm
No,
glad
I'm
it didn't.
glad. Yeah, right?
Like, it would not have surprised me if it had, but I'm so glad it didn't.
No, I got you. I hate the Dolphin Shoals one
Yeah,
because
this is
it's
such
so
garbage.
trash.
But yeah, I did that. That's pretty much about it, I think. I finally cleaned up my game setup behind me and got everything wired up. Oh yeah, I played Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. I played that. I finally decided on a layout. So, uh, the Wii is gonna be upstairs. The Wii U is gonna be downstairs.
Makes sense.
Cause if I'm playing Wii games with friends, I need to be downstairs. I don't really care about my save files. Um, and also my GameStop, my local game store up here that was not a GameStop had a set of Wii component cables on tap. So I was finally able to get that set up and run it through the FrameMeister. It looks really good. And yeah, that's about it. Rocket League Season 7 comes out this week. I think on Wednesday. And the special car for this season is the original Honda Civic Type R. So I guess I gotta buy it. Buying the season pass.
I literally played a bit of Rocket League to get this car, and now I'm done playing Rocket League again.
You get it from the start.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play. I play some more Rocket League. It's been a minute. That was really fun. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, well, I guess I have to buy it now. I'm soulbound.
I need my own car.
All right.
You just
Anybody
point
want
to
to
the window.
cover
That's me.
the Fae?
Okay, so they announced a new banner that I don't know the theme of it, but it has Lindis, and that's all I care about.
Look, I'll do it. Okay, they did. It's a Fates-based banner, and you've got Lynn and Musville, Tana as a duo with Peony, and someone I'm forgetting. So I'll check. And the free vibe and the Tempest Trial units, the big man with blue hair. Oh, Rinka's the other unit in the banner, and where? I don't know his name. Okay, whatever. Anyways, yeah, they announced that as a new banner.
Well, all right then. Sony and Tencent to acquire shares in From Software. Oh man, Sony and Tencent tag teaming. That's unsettling.
Yeah, you can see the percent they're gonna acquire there. So between the two of them, they'll own about a third of the company.
That is indeed horrifying.
Yeah, especially Tencent acquiring things. They're just going crazy. Like they're like, if you'll sell it to us, we will buy it. And I hate the company.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Um, I can't believe I'm going to read this. Microsoft's Matt Booty describes the new Perfect Dark game from the initiative as an amalgamation of spy thriller The Bourne Identity and James Bond. That is an unfortunate name, my guy. Matt Booty.
But also, he can say that, but is it ever gonna come out? No.
Yeah, obviously not. Wait, is it not even Rare making it? Are they still just stuck on Sea of Thieves?
I think they're just stuck on Sea of Thieves.
That's a big ouch.
Hold on.
They were promoting Sea of Thieves here at Disney um, when they had the Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't actually know what it was. I just know they were promoting it
It was DLC where you
last year.
could play around with Jack Sparrow.
And
Perfect Dark. Oh,
Intriguing.
this calls it reboot. That's not a sequel. Anyways, from Initiative and Crystal Dynamics. So not Rare.
River City Girls 2 will be 4-player co-op. Cool. Stamp. This has been a cool moment. Halo Infinite canceled split screen co-op works with an X. Wait. Oh yeah. So first off, Halo Infinite does not support split screen co-op in season 3, which is like why?
I saw
Okay, so
people
you
arguing that we don't
understand
need to waste development time on local co-op.
No, it's one of the. That's why I'm glad River City Girls and stuff are doing it. It's one of the things I really love, and games are like, nah, we're not gonna do it.
Why would we need that? You're all going to play online. I want the option for both. Like, it's not that hard. Give me both.
Apparently, it is.
So following up with that, there's an exploit you can do to make it work, but it's still
Yeah,
not
just
officially
like Punch
supported.
Out.
Yeah. Thanks, Microsoft, for killing the features that people actually like.
Now watch Microsoft patch out the exploit.
I would not be surprised in the slightest.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Microsoft is like the Dodge of the video game industry. They're
What
mostly
everybody
they're
knows
mostly
their
in the
name,
trash, and they're getting rid of the only cars that people ever care about. So it's like, cool. I'm gonna throw my Xbox in the garbage now. Well, probably not, but
but yeah, you paid money for it.
yeah, but it's already in the garbage in my heart, and that's what matters. The director of Until Dawn and The Quarry has revealed he's working on another full-scale horror title, which is tentatively planned for release by 2026. Cool. How many people are going to remember that?
I won't, probably not. That's too far out. I'm like, remind me when we're closer to that. And
Yeah, come back when it's about to come out.
Yeah, stop announcing things like right when you start working on them.
Well, I guess he didn't say anything about it. He's just working on another horror game. So that's fine. At least he didn't like give details about it already because they probably wouldn't even be applicable by
release
the
the
time they came.
CGI trailer.
Yeah. Let's see. Hogwarts Legacy tours the 4 common rooms. Oh yeah, I saw one of y'all put something in the Discord about that with like all the different doors and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was Alex because he also posted the costumes you get for linking Pottermore.
Yeah, which is what we were gonna bring up next.
Bring your Hogwarts house and wand into your Hogwarts Legacy experience by leaking your Harry Potter fan club account with your Warner Brothers Games account.
It crashed the site when they announced that.
Dang. When is this game coming out again?
February.
February, your birthday.
Oh, right. I remember now. I remember. Xbox exec wants to show Fable now, but the developer wants it to be ready first. Yeah, maybe listen to them.
Look, the developers got it right, and Xbox like, but we need to show something. We haven't shown a CGI trailer.
Yeah, look, guys, Cyberpunk is finished. The developers. No, it's not.
Please stop saying that.
Stop lying to these people. Illumination's Mario movie is titled Super Mario Brothers, according to the studio's official website. What a name!
So
That's got to be a working title, right?
it's
I
a
hope
working
it's
title.
the title. I would laugh.
It would be funny if it was, but
It will probably be Super Mario Bros. Something something something, like a subtitle after that.
yeah, because the thing is, on that same site, it also says that Minions: Rise of Gru is Minions 2. So it's definitely a working title.
Good.
Super Mario Bros. Working title.
Project Super Mario Brothers.
Project
I wonder what
Super
the title's
Mario
gonna be,
Brothers
though.
Working title.
If this movie does well and they make a second one, the subtitle must be Funky Mode.
Right?
New funky mode.
New Funky Mode. Well, that means this one needs to be Funky Mode. PS.
Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh God, one of those maximum shit posts.
Yes.
PlayStation Plus Essential September games. We got Need for Speed Heat and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus for PS4 and Toem for PS5. TOEM.
Well, I don't have my PlayStation
Scrap.
anymore, but
Scrunch.
I don't feel like I'm missing out on
Sniggle
anything.
Snuckle. Nutbusters EX. Asteroids. So funny that all of
15
them do
equals
that.
5.
15 equals 5. We don't even need the subtraction anymore. Let's see. Mario Kart 8. Oh wait. One thing I was gonna say about that. I think the worst offender in this category is Xbox. Have you ever seen one of their games with gold announcements? It's actually like scrubbed.
Yeah. They will actually. I could see Microsoft actually being like, "All right, here's our gold for the month."
Yeah, because they have Game Pass. They
Asteroids.
don't want to give out games for free. Asteroids. Clay
That
Fighters:
will be a-
Return of the Clay. Oh, that's so
This
good.
tech demo we found in the attic.
Here's something we meant to release in 2004. Here you go. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Splatoon 3 trophies for PAX West are shown off. All of the Splatoon 3 trophies are Judd, and the MK8 Deluxe trophies is a plaque with unique box art, or with the box art.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I posted those in the chat.
Yeah, I saw those. Too bad they're not amiibo, so we can't torture you with them.
Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine?
He
If
cracked.
well, I think one of the Splatoon trophies was
It was
the
designed.
amiibo design, but it wasn't an actual amiibo like Capcom always does for their trophies. Capcom kind of cheaps out on the trophies.
We painted it gold. Be happy, Cameron.
And then you have like
I'll
an
be
actual...
happy when you remove the NFC on the bottom.
Can I trade this trophy in for a Mega Yarn Yoshi? I know you guys have one. Okay. Super Nintendo store coming to Universal Studios Hollywood City Walk. Oh, that's sick. But
Yeah.
oh wait, no, Hollywood. I was maybe like, oh, Cameron.
Uh,
Yeah. No, I realized that you
no,
weren't
dude,
super excited instantly. So like, oh wait, no, this is the other one.
this is
No,
the other
don't
one.
worry. I
No,
read it
I'd
like
be dragging
you.
you over to City Walk if it was the one in Orlando.
Yeah, I saw it on the when he posted it in podcast nonsense, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, like getting stabbed.
I can't wait to the
It
day I get
sounds
to go to the
cool
Super Nintendo
till
store.
you realize it's not us. It's on the other side of the country.
Whoops.
Okay,
Well, hey,
so
that's like
when
half as long as Japan.
True.
that's true. It is significantly cheaper to get to California than it is to get to Japan,
Yes.
You
especially
also
right
don't
now.
need
Because
visas, and both of you wouldn't have to write down everything you do.
Yeah.
our
Why are
job.
you coming to Japan? To not shoot people. Bringing that back from last week.
Oh no.
Oh, that's funny. I'm suddenly on a no-fly list. I wonder what caused that. Uh, Sonic Frontiers trailer dropped, and there are skill trees, and you attack by drawing circles around enemies like in Pokemon Ranger. So this is just Pokemon Ranger?
No,
Oh wait, this is a Sonic Frontiers
Pokemon
thing.
Rangers was good.
Got him.
Look, let's be honest. The most recent trailer was actually better than anything else they've shown. That's
True.
not a
That's a
high
very
bar
low
though.
bar. That's a very low bar.
But like if they'd started here, more people would be excited than where they started with IGN of watch us do a puzzle poorly.
Let's see.
Dude, I
Huh.
want a new one. Sonic Rangers? Yeah, let's get a new one of those. You could map it to either the motion control of the joystick or just the
Did
controller.
you say Sonic Rangers?
I said Pokemon Rangers.
No, you said Sonic Ranger. I was like, wait a minute.
Dang it.
Sonic Rangers.
See, I knew what I
That
wanted
would still
to
be
say,
better
and my
than
mind was like,
Frontiers.
I've got you, Sonic Rangers. What would
That would be
Sonic
better than
Rangers
Sonic
even be?
Frontier.
Just Chow Garden, but with speed? You can already jump and
You
do
s-
everything in
you
the Chow Garden.
specifically focus on the racing portion
The racing portion?
Mhm.
Oh no.
of Chow Garden.
Disney announced Lorcana card game ahead of D23. Is
It's
D23
made
like
by
E3 for Disney?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, I've read D23 multiple times on the sheet. Like, what the hell is
It
that?
happens every 2 years, and they announce all their stuff. That's made by the same team that does their Wellness game. So
Okay.
it might be good.
Oh, card game like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um,
don't
Look.
don't
Actually,
stretch yourself too thin there, bud.
they're also so D23 is this weekend. They're giving out packs of the first 6 cards that were made for the game. If you visit their booth.
honestly, I thought we were talking about like a new uh the one for the park.
No, not sorcerers.
Yeah,
Focus.
right, not sorcerers. I then saw on here it was like versus Pokemon and Magic, and I'm like, I mean, they're obviously jumping in because cards can't sit on shelves, so they're like, finally, we can get in on the card market.
And they are so late to that. Cards are back on the shelves.
Okay, old but still interesting tidbit for the week. In honor of D23, the initial development of Disney's Epic Mickey was the reason that Disney traded sportscaster Al Michaels to NBC Universal for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. So
That's a
So,
Disney's
about
first
crazy. What?
Disney's first cartoon
about
character was
16 years ago, when they traded him, some interns, and if this sounds familiar to any listeners, it's probably because you listened to it on Did You Know Gaming. Um, but Disney had some interns and some fresh out of college people working on one of their Disney Interactive teams, and they were like, "We're going to take this in a different direction," and it was going to have Oswald be the villain, but Disney, you know, same sort of idea where it's like you go into a wasteland world where it's everything that's been tossed aside by Disney over the years, but they didn't have Oswald at the time. And then Chelsea, who was the CEO of Disney like 15 years ago? The one before,
Michael Eisner.
I think it was Iger. I don't know. Those are too similar. Point is, when the new CEO came in, he liked the idea so much he wanted it, and um, whoever Al Michaels was sportscasting with had switched over to NBC, and Disney saw it as an opportunity to be like, "Hey, we'll trade you this person for our cartoon." And then they did Epic Mickey doing that.
That's whack.
No, it's hilarious that they traded a sportscaster for
A
a character.
cartoon.
Yeah, we like you and all, but we rather have the copyright.
Let's see. Person.
Trade offer.
Cartoon.
I get cartoon, you get actual human being.
Like it, you know.
This is not a slave trade.
And what has Disney done with Oswald since they got him? They made a few
They
games.
put him in 2 games. Well,
3
no, I think he
games.
was yeah, because he was also in the 30th remake of Castle Evolution, which was an Epic Mickey game. And he's been
And he's
kind of
cameoed
in
in
the
a few
cartoons.
shows.
Yeah.
I googled
And he
him,
had
and he doesn't look like he probably even knew what was going on.
What do you
Al
mean you're
Michaels.
trading me for? Oh, and you can meet Oswald in the parks.
Bro, is there an Oswald NFT?
I mean,
Not
knowing people who
officially.
did NFTs, yes.
Business
Not
opportunity, boys.
officially.
They took any photo and went, "This is an NFT. I own it." And it's like, you didn't take it though. You can't own some. What?
Right click, copy. Right click, paste.
Save.
Save.
Oh,
Also,
is this yours? This is mine now.
I saw this on Twitter and I had to share it. There's a deal on Amazon right now where you can buy Just Dance 2022 and a flip phone for $35.
Heck
Now,
yeah.
that sounds like a hell of a deal to me. I don't know about you guys, but a sick part of me
Well,
wants a flip phone.
what do these two
Burner.
things have to do with each other? Kids
Nothing.
want both, I guess.
We want them out of our warehouses.
Start giving them flip phones. Will you leave? Okay, on to the rumors. Take-Two is coming to Switch, or It Takes Two is coming to Switch.
All I know about that game is it looks like it's for kids, but it's not for kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the thing about like going through a divorce or something, or like almost
Yeah.
divorcing, and you're like
Yeah,
you end
it's
up
a
not
it's
because
a
of the
cou-
kid, something.
it's a couple that's essentially what it is. They want to divorce, but because they have a kid, they uh decide to try to work through it, and then they like get shrunk down and have to like kill some of the kids' toys very violently or something. I don't know. I've never played it.
Right, I do know that part that the toys are also helping them. And then it's like to show how they're affecting the kid by staying together, blah blah blah. I don't know. it's colorful, so people are like, it's for kids. It's not for kids.
Imagine giving it to your kid thinking it's a kid's game, and they come out asking like, "Are you gonna leave, Dad? Are we gonna have to do this? I really don't wanna.
I don't wanna. It.
I don't know.
I
Happy
was
birthday."
reminded that that Sausage Fest exists, and it's very much like that, where it's like it's it looks like it's
Oh,
designed
you
for
mean
kids,
Sausage
so I can bake
Party?
in my. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah.
Me watches Sausage Party. Me. This is just 80 minutes of food porn and racism.
Correct.
I love them. I love this country so much.
So much.
Giancarlo Esposito heard that writer of the recent Far Cry game is moving to the Star Wars game by Massive. Wants to call him to appear in the game. Who is this?
He plays someone in Mandalorian. I knew the name earlier, and
He
now my
plays
mind's
someone in something. Oh,
Uh,
oh, yeah. He's the okay. He's the main enemy from Far Cry 6.
right, but
He's also in Baking Bad, I think.
he plays Moff Gideon in Mandalorian. So
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
was
yeah,
in,
you could bring my character from Mandalorian into the game.
he was also in yeah, so he's being memed super hard right now cuz he's in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. So for like I don't know what's up with the cursed meme area on Reddit right now using those characters, but they are for all sorts
Because
of weird
Better
stuff.
Call Saul just finished its run.
Yeah. Um okay. Silent Hill Sakura playable concept leak. And Silent Hill 2 remake by Blooper is in production. I would really like Silent Hill remakes that aren't bad, so I could actually play
That'd be
them.
nice.
We'll see. They'll put it as tank controls. Look, we gave you what you want. I don't want.
Okay, port it to
I-
mobile first, and then port the mobile version to Switch.
Uh,
Right,
uh,
totally.
Trigger warning.
no, because so many companies do that.
Oh,
And
Grand Theft Auto.
you just killed me with that sentence. Because there's too many that actually do
Yeah, a
that.
little too close to home.
Yeah.
What's the other option? Cloud version only.
I guess
Square.
it's
Cloud version of the mobile port.
You're killing me with these ideas. They're the worst.
Yeah, I'm just. It's just like who's gonna throw up first?
Not the developers of the mobile game. They're getting money.
The PC version of Persona 3 Portable has been rated in Korea. Cool. And also, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Anniversary Edition has been rated for Switch. So Skyrim's getting re-released on Switch. That's how you know the Switch has made it.
That's right.
Okay,
But
but Skyrim
I did
was
want to
already
mention.
released on Switch.
No,
You don't
he said
understand-
re-released.
You don't understand, Cameron. What is
There's a
Skyrim if
difference.
you don't buy it twice on every platform?
Yeah, I have it twice on my Amazon Alexa.
I forgot when that was a thing. Playing games with them.
Jump.
I can't say the name or she'll
She'll freak
she's
out.
listening.
Always watching.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos put me on a list about 2018.
But I did want to mention, most likely, if the PC version's being really rated in Korea for portable, I know other countries do theirs ratings a lot sooner than ours. But it probably means their Atlas is going to talk about it at Tokyo Game Show, which it's this month, but I don't remember.
Right,
when.
we talked about this last week, didn't we?
Yeah. 15th through 18th. So.
Okay.
Well, Cameron's in town, I think.
No, that's right before I come home.
Okay. Oh, Did I mention this for Cooper? Yeah, sure. Uh, Cooper's going to homecoming.
Yay!
Oh yeah, he flexed in the Discord with his texts. Oh,
Yeah.
Cooper.
I didn't see he posted his text.
He did. He posted the
He
screenshots.
did.
I hope.
He
I
posted the
hope.
proof.
I hope this woman does not listen to this show. Oh, I'm sure she doesn't, so we're fine. There's no way.
Do we even have to question it?
No.
No.
But yeah. Also, Nintendo Direct is on the week of September 12th. The rumors have boiled over.
So 1
They
week
moved
from the
it back.
podcast. Mm. No, most of the
No,
others
it's a
were
week from
just saying they
today.
would be.
I think it's the week of September 12th. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was on September 12th. I heard the week of September 12th.
It says is
Yeah.
on the
Look, if you
week.
say a week, you have more time.
It might be announced
Well-
on the 19th for like Tuesday or Wednesday.
It better
19th,
not be
mid-12th.
Tuesday.
So
Or
most
yeah, the 12th.
likely.
19 minus 5
Yeah,
is 12.
I was gonna actually say the most likely is Tuesday. Tuesday's like. I feel like a lot of them end up on that day.
Yeah.
It's very much typical Nintendo fashion to have a direct this month. So
They would. Yeah,
Look,
it's been.
we have 26, 25 more days for a direct to happen, or all of the leakers will be wrong again, which is always funny because it's fun, hilarious to watch them backpedal. Oh, Nintendo just changed their mind.
Yeah, and they said
Yes.
we're gonna have Wind Waker and Twilight Princess ports, like
And
always, and a Metroid
Metroid.
Prime remaster. Seriously doubt
I
that second one, but first one's
also
possible.
they're
My
back
favorite
on
ones
their
are though are
GameCube ports.
I really hope they do announce it like before we do the podcast, so that we can talk about what we think will be shown, and then it will actually. Then they'll show it. I hate when we don't get the prediction time.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, we will see about that. I don't know. These rumors are so exhausting.
No, the
It's
problem
like
is they
every
claim
time
it
we go
every.
more than well, the problem is every time we go more than 2 days without a direct, they're like, "It's coming, guys."
I feel like there will be a direct. I just don't think anybody knows what's gonna be in it.
That's where I am.
Cause like
I feel
if
like
they've
it's
done
going
one
to be
in
disappointing.
they've done one in September for the past 6 years. They'll probably do another one. But
Now, do you all know why they would pick next week? Like the leaguers? Because
Mercury's
it's
in
after.
retrograde.
Sure. No, because it's the week after the big game release, and that is a.
Oh
Typical.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
they're
they
not.
can be like, "This is out now,"
Yeah.
like they did with Three Hopes and the Indie Direct.
Yep. Okay. So with that, on to the finishing topic for the week.
So before we get to the finishing topic,
Okay.
I forgot. I just realized I never mentioned what I discovered about the Switch. So you know when you move, or at least previously when you moved your account to a different Switch, all your time would be reset.
Yeah.
That's no longer the case
It's good.
because I still have all my hours in Animal Crossing and everything else that was on my Animal Crossing Switch. Now that does mean that my Splatoon 2 hours are still off because it claims I have 45 hours in that, and I definitely have way more than that.
Well, I just went and checked.
But mhm.
Yeah, I've got 5 hours in Splatoon 2, 10 hours in Breath of the Wild, and 10 hours in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay, that's whack. What?
It's if you
'cause
do a full system transfer, not instead of login.
Oh, I hate that.
Like,
So you
I assume
basically,
you've still got your other ones logged in, right, Grant?
Yeah, I'm sure they still have the time on them.
well, I've got mine logged in too. I think maybe it's because I did. Did you, Grant? Did you do a full transfer before, or did you just log in?
I did a full transfer.
Okay, I
Then
think maybe
my
that's
theory.
what it is then.
I don't know.
That's
It's weird. It's never worked for me. I don't really care. I know how much.
That's the only
I
time
just
I got
keep
it.
track in my head mostly.
Lots of hours.
1 billion hours. That
Yeah.
seems about right.
I don't play the games long enough to get the fancy the colors anyways.
What fancy color? What are you
If
talking
you
about?
hit
Like if you
over a
play
certain amount of
2,000
hours,
hours, you get like a different color
2,000? Oh no.
in one game.
Dude, the most I think I've put in any game is like 200. Like, I think that's about like the extent of my playtime in games.
I've put like 700 hours into Apex.
I've
I couldn't
I
imagine.
put
I could imagine doubling that and then, no, tripling that.
mhm,
That's a lot of
for
playtime.
one game.
And
Yeah.
people have this for like Mario Odyssey. No. I beat Mario Odyssey once that and did everything in the game. That's good enough.
What do you?
Mhm.
Yeah. What do you do in Mario Odyssey after you literally done everything to get to 2,000 hours?
Speed run?
I guess. Yeah.
It's like the only way I could see it.
That's too much effort. Like, but it's definitely if it's not on the same system, it's still
I don't have that in Mario Kart, man, and you can get anybody to play Mario Kart.
Yep.
That's true. If I don't have that in the multiplayer games, I'm definitely not gonna have that in the single player.
Okay. So now on to the finishing topic. What's a really popular game everyone seems to love but you don't like?
I mean, the easy answer is obviously Fortnite, but I feel like that's a lame answer.
That's way too easy of an answer. Last of Us.
That's also an equally easy answer.
That's true.
Okay. You ready? So I've got one that is gonna be probably the stupidest opinion, but I
Okay.
really don't think Smash Melee is that good of a Smash game.
I get why they like it, but I think at the very least, Ultimate's better. Like I get, but it's not technical. I don't care about technical. I care.
Okay, now that the dogs have calmed down from that bad opinion, I just don't like the gameplay of it. I think it's too slow, and I've said this to a lot of people before, because obviously a lot of my friend group thinks it's the best, because most people do. And they say it's like super fast and everything. Like I just don't think it is. I find it so much less responsive and like harder to get into.
Mm.
Like I don't know what it is, but like 4 and Ultimate are just so much snappier to me. Like the time
Or an
to
Ultimate
kill.
also just allow you more options because if you're not playing like one of the top tier characters, you're not able to win in Melee. But if you
Oh,
play
that's what
them,
it is. If you play Fox, you're really fast, and then everybody else.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like you cheese it. You either play Fox or you play Ice Climbers and Wave Dash. And like I don't know. I remember my roommate got really into it when we were in college, and learned like a lot of those tricks, and then would want to play with me.
And you'd be like,
So
no,
I
I
would
don't.
play, and I would get wave dash constantly. It's like
it's
what?
like
You just wanted
why
to be
would I
here to
want to
torture me. You
play?
just wanted like a physical person to torture. You were tired of beating up on the AI.
What?
This is what it is.
That's what the game room would kind of do. They'd be like, let's do ones, and they all go to competition. So it'd be like, it's not fun if you're not
Yeah,
playing
like this is why
competitive.
like I don't like playing with people in Mario Kart that haven't also put in a lot of time, because like my natural, like I'm so hardwired to go as hard as I can in Mario Kart that unless I'm playing with other people that are also like that, it's just not fun because I'm always ahead. Not because I'm trying to beat them, like I'm super invested in it. I just like I put enough time in to
I
know
know
all
the
the
courses.
I know all the courses, I know the tricks, the all the stuff, how to drift better, blah blah blah, whatever. Nothing like special. Like anybody could learn it if they played the game, but
Yeah, if you're only playing with one, it kind of balances it. But if you're playing with three others, it will kind of balance it with items. Like if you turn on frantic,
yeah,
Mhm.
so they don't need to drift. Like it'd be better if they would. I
yeah.
say this from experience from playing with family.
And also, like I play 200cc, and most people just haven't because they don't want to torture themselves, which is fine.
It's fair.
So now, like once you get used to 200cc, then everything else is just chump change.
Yeah. I've played 200cc. I just don't like it. I'd rather.
I like it a lot for the driving part of it because it puts a lot more emphasis on driving better than it does
That's
like
fair.
I'm items. Like obviously, your uh experience with items is going to be the worst ever in 200cc, but
Mhm.
it requires so
Because
much.
you get
Just
hit by
like
one.
yeah, you get hit by one and you're in sixth. But also, you can get
And it
back
does.
really quickly. I mean, like just have it like the braking thing, making it to where you had to learn to brake properly in your drifts
Yeah.
is like
Ha ha!
it makes the driving better.
That's funny. The people who play it like, have the 2,000 hours. They have proven that you can play every course in 200cc without braking.
Yeah, but I'm not that good.
I don't want to. Like, have you seen
That's just
Mario
gonna
Kart
make my
8
case worse.
Rainbow Road? I hate that. I
I
hate
just refuse to
Mario Kart
play
8
that
Rainbow Road.
one. I don't like it. I'll play almost every other course. I won't play.
See, this is where we trade. I will take Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road, and you can have N64 Rainbow Road. Because
It's fair.
screw N64 Rainbow Road. Worst freaking course in the
I
game.
disagree so
Good
hard.
Such a
freaking
bad
shake
course.
play.
Always get screwed over. It's never fun.
I don't know. My mind just has
That
a
course beat me
that
into the
course written
dust.
into. Look, I could probably do that one blindfolded just because of how well I know it. Because I like it. It's smooth. It's a great experience. I hate eights though. Eights is the worst Rainbow Road.
Yeah, I do find it funny that when I was going through my time trials, like all of a sudden I would do really good out of nowhere, and it's like, oh yeah, because I really like this course, so I've played it all the time.
Yeah,
Like I
right.
played, I was going through and I was doing okay, and then I got to Sunshine Airport, which is like one of my favorite maps. I love it, so I played it all the time, and I just like smoked him. I didn't even use any of my mushrooms, and I beat the ghost by like 30
Oh
seconds.
yeah.
And I was like, why am I all of a sudden good? Like before, I was beating him by like 5 seconds or so, but all of a sudden,
It's because
like
you know the course so
yeah, I know
well.
I know that course like
Fun
the back of my
fact
hand.
about that. Every single course can be beaten without mushrooms. Like in time trials. Now, do I want to torture myself and do
Now
that in like
how?
Dolphin Shoals? I've seen the
Yeah,
video of the guy do it without mushrooms and Dolphin Shoals.
I did beat it on this podcast, by the way. I did that combo. It
Nice.
finally worked. It only took me
See?
like 3 tries. I'm so glad that's over. I can go play new ones.
Yeah, there's a couple I don't remember which ones are just as bad in my opinion, but Dolphin Shoals was the one that really stood out because Haley loves the course, so I know it, and it's like
Well,
even
Haley's
with
an
my
idiot.
knowledge of this course, I can't do the.
Yeah,
It's so hard.
Yeah, it's not like there's a shortcut.
that's what I was thinking for a
It
minute. I
just
was like, is there a shortcut I don't know about here? Like what?
No, it's just a long course that you have to realistically kind of get lucky.
Yeah.
you have to get all the coins on the first lap, otherwise they have enough.
Oh yeah, they'll outspeed you if you don't get it.
Because there's not enough boost areas where you can actually, realistically claim the speeds you need.
A game that we're talking. We have a question, and we're supposed to talk about that. We're off
We
Well,
topic.
I
have
already
been,
gave. I already
but
gave one.
Yeah, the Grant's
Chelsea, do
done
you have
well.
one?
I really don't like Minecraft. I
Don't like what?
Yeah, she cut
Minecraft.
out.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I really don't like Minecraft. I've tried multiple times. I just don't get it, and
Just don't have that Sigma grind set.
I can see
mhm.
it.
I mean, yeah, like the crafting survival thing is I kind of like love it or hate it. And that's why it sucks that so many freaking games do that now. They have
Right.
crafting elements.
Animal Crossing.
I'm okay with it, but every game does it, and I'm like, I'm sick of it. Please stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really got much of that like I do have some single player like maps that I did a lot of stuff in, but it's always just more kind of a friend thing. It's so much
Definitely.
more fun to do it with friends.
Mhm.
I was watching a video recently of a guy run a world from InDev to, like, he did every day it would update the world automatically to the most recent version.
Mm.
Um, so he got a lot of glitches and stuff happen because he updated from the first version you can bring your saves up from. So like in that version there was no bedrock; it was all lava on the bottom layer. So when it updated to the next version, it removed the bedrock and it was just a void. Like there was no lava, no bedrock. So he had a void room, and he was like, "Look how cool!" Like some of the glitches you get are pretty cool from bringing it up, but he also abused some of the older ones. Like he broke a tree. He broke the nether roof with the giant tree because that used to be.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
That's definitely a good answer.
yeah, right. Let's see. Oh, I know. So I don't know if it will matter as much, but I know it's Jackbox. I hate Jackbox.
Really?
Yeah, just all of it. I can't stand it. There's only
The
one game
bomb
I
one.
like. Yeah, I like the bomb one.
Yeah, Bomb Corp.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only one. Like I'll play it like Jackbox, but I can't play it for long because I don't like it.
I had no idea. All those times were just a lie.
I mean, I'll play most of them, but like the one specific ones I really hate are like the Monster Date
Monster
Monster.
Seeking Monster.
Yeah. Also the rap one.
Yeah,
That one
That
does
one's
like
suck.
bad.
most I'm like I will suffer through this, but there are some I will refuse to just entirely not play, and like Monster Seek
There's
Monster is one
not
of those.
there's not enough variety in them when you play them several times in a row. And
Well,
since
yeah,
there's
that's why you're
only
supposed to have a room of 10 people that are all drunk.
Ah, true.
This is not
true.
meant to be casual gameplay. This is faded party gameplay when you can put the word fart as your answer and you have like an 80% chance of winning that round. It's just the rules of nature.
That's true, that's true.
So we've got Melee, Minecraft, Jackbox. Cameron, give it an answer that isn't Last of Us.
Um hmm. Is hmm.
Like I'm not against your answer. You just bring up a
It's
lot how
I
much.
always how I don't care for it. Um
Bro, Cameron was joking about hating The Last of Us when it got ported to PS4 back in like 2013.
I know.
That's how long it's been. I remember that.
Yeah.
hmm. I'm trying to think. Um
I've got some low balls that'll probably
Yeah,
fit.
give him what
okay.
Cameron thinks.
Uh, Sports games.
Okay, sure.
Um,
The only sports games I've ever really liked are the Mario ones, and it's
I
because you
like
get the
sports
crazy.
games in a vacuum, but the way they're like handled, like they come out every year. There's nothing new. Like, stop releasing it every. I just update. Like, put out a game and update it with new rosters, and then update it when like you can make a huge jump in
Yeah,
performance of
like
the game or something. But like,
sell it. Like I get it, sell it as DLC or whatever for that year. But then you could be like, hey, you can play, you know, Auburn's 2016 versus Auburn's 2012 team or whatever because
yeah,
they're all in the
Without
same.
without massive game files get though, that would
They
have
would
to be
have to
like you
optimize better, but
select which things you want to download.
Also, this is not for me, but I think this is an acceptable answer for you guys. Call of Duty, like typical shooter, Battlefield kind of thing.
yeah, fair.
That's fair.
I follow on
I
that one.
was honestly debating PUBG because that is
No, that was super
that
popular.
that
It's not
that
because they
was
broke.
super. It's no longer because they ruined it. They allowed hackers in, and they never did anything about them, which is part of the issue with that game. It's also terribly optimized. Um, Under that same vein, I would say Ark, like the
Okay.
Dino game,
Okay.
especially since they didn't fix any of the issues and went out of beta so that they could sell it on consoles where it runs just as, if not worse.
Oh, Souls likes, not for me.
Okay.
Pass.
I get that. I don't really have a problem playing them. I just don't play them. I don't like
I've been told that it was
really,
a mistake that my first true dive into it was trying to beat Demon Souls, which is apparently like the hardest one.
which is weird.
Yeah, but
That's the one.
That's the
No,
original one. That was the
sorry.
pre Dark Souls one.
I was thinking. My mind put Demon Souls and Elder Scroll or the new one that
Elden
just
Ring.
released, Elden Ring, because that's the one that everyone's like, if you've never done a Souls, play it. My mind combined them because it went PS5 games
Yeah.
that are new.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Like I should try Dark Souls 3 or um Elden
I
Ring.
mean, should have played Elden Ring while I had it with the PlayStation top thing.
Oh yeah. Eh.
If I ever get that thing again, I can play it, I guess. Yeah, I think they're all right, but I don't really want to do the grind of learn the bosses 30 moves. I don't really do that like doing that in regular games, especially when you get right to beating them and they're like, by the way, they have this
here's a
bullshit
move they
move
haven't seen. Good luck.
that will just one shot you. So I definitely get that. Um Also an uninspired answer. Skyrim.
Uh,
I've tried it, I just can't get into it.
in that same vein, Fallout, at least Fallout
Yeah.
4.
Fallout, Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. I feel like I should like it. Like it's got everything I should like in a game, and for some reason I just can't.
Yeah, I feel that cuz like Red Dead Redemption, I feel like I should totally like that game. Like it's survival and guns and like western, which is cool cuz they don't do that often and I don't know, just
Something's not clicking there,
yeah,
and
it's
I
not,
get
it's just not
that.
matching up. Like I don't have a reason to not like it. It's not like it's a bad game or anything. It's just like I don't know, not my jive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely get that.
I feel like there's well, I don't know if this counts, but GoldenEye.
That would have been popular on. Wait,
That's
PlayStation
crazy
64 one?
popular. Yeah, he's talking about that one.
Yeah, but like not because it's a like it's not like it's a different situation because the N64 games that are bad these days are usually just bad because the controls are super outdated for the time.
Mm.
So like
Like
I've
Cameron's
never
answer that
it's
he's
never
played it.
clicked with me. Like I even played it when I was a kid. I just like it never clicked with me. The 007 game on GameCube and PS2, Nightfire. That one I loved a lot. But GoldenEye was just never my jam. I could never. And then by the time I got old enough to actually like try and care, the controls suck.
Cameron, I'm surprised you haven't picked your obvious answer.
Which, uh,
64, Super Mario.
oh yeah. Well, it's not like compared to everything else we've listed. That one, it's not that I don't like it. It's the controls.
See, this goes into the same vein. Like N64 games are kind of their own thing. Because also, like, I don't really think Ocarina of Time's that great.
I think they kind of refined the controls a little bit, and I could be wrong for Majora's Mask because it feels
Like
tighter.
the 3D versions are better.
Oh, the 3D versions are amazing.
Yeah, the 3DS versions are better, but like, yeah, like, I don't know, like, and that seems even more trivial to me because I like Majora's Mask a lot. I guess like the story means so much more to me that like I will put aside my problems with the controls, but the controls are basically the same for both games.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why is that one not a problem to me, but Ocarina of Time
Maybe it's the length
is?
as well. Ocarina of Time's I think's like twice as long. Or
Yeah, it's a lot
one
longer
and
than
a half.
Majora's Mask is. True. So I don't know. Like that's why I don't really know if I want to say N64 games here because it's a
It
lot more of
feels
a gray
wrong.
area.
To,
Yeah.
Half the time it's the controls, not the game itself.
yeah, because I
If
wouldn't
you
list Ocarina of Time. I wouldn't rate it as highly as some people do, calling it the best one. I don't think it is, but
Yeah, but it's not like I
if
don't
you
like it,
put
you
it,
know?
yeah,
yeah,
right.
I don't care for how like they're like 60 Mario 64 is not as tight as the later 3D Mario games, and that's part of it being the first 3D Mario. But like, it's just not
Oh,
like compared to the later ones. It's just rough around the edges. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just you have to adjust to the controls, and I, you know, will go back to playing when I have my N64 controller that I sent home.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
I, what do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The first three Mario parties.
Oh boy. Okay, what were you gonna say?
The first three paper. No, sorry. The first
Three
three
Paper
Mario
Marios.
parties.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody acts like they're the best ones, but they have a limited roster. The mini games aren't as good as the later ones.
Yeah.
Like I think the peak of
Also,
Mario Party is the GameCube ones.
Me
mhm.
too. All right. I think with that we're gonna
Wait,
wrap up this episode here. Or Cameron, do you
yeah.
have something else?
That's why Nintendo can't bring the Mario parties, because if you bring like 4, 5, 6, or 7, no one's gonna play the new ones because the game's already peaked.
All right. So yeah, with that we will end this episode out here. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. The actual one, not the fake one. Uh, Anywhere that you get your podcasts, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. Sorry for the hectic outro, but it is what it is. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
I